All right, what it do? What it do? It's your girl Raya X with the Raya X Show. Yes, sir. I know y'all motherfuckers miss me, and I know it's been a while. And guess who I have? I have a wonderful guest on the show today, and this is my lovely friend. His name is Kami. How you doing, Kami?
I'm doing all right, doing pretty decent today. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. It's a brand new day. It is 2022. It's the beginning of a new era, and it is the year of awakening for us Aquarius.
Yes, I can't wait. Next month it's gonna be so fucking good.
Yes, of course. This shit about to be off the chain, like off the chain. But yeah, so today we're gonna talk about the greatest anime of all time. Ha 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 ha. Yes, we
All right,
are.
all
Yes, we
right.
are. All right. So, Kami, so tell me some of the best anime you suggest that are the top tier.
This is just like genuinely like coming from my opinion. Like currently, like these, like my favorite anime, like at the moment, like my top five
Mm-hmm.
are Kill la Kill, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, JoJo's
Yes.
Bizarre Adventure,
Yo, I was gonna say
Berserk.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Berserk is really good. Like after
Uh-huh.
watching the Berserk anime, I had to start on the mangas, and man, the Berserk manga is beautiful. It's an amazing work of art. Aside
Really?
from Berserk, I really do I enjoy me some good old classic fucking One Piece. One Piece is amazing to me. Like where One
Yeah.
Piece is currently at, like the manga outshines it in every way, yeah. And
Yeah.
people argue that One Piece's anime isn't like one of the best manga adaptations, but
Yeah.
I believe it just like from the perspective of people who only watch anime, don't really read manga like that, One
Yeah.
Piece is it's amazing. Like its current the
Mm-hmm.
way its current like style of animation and where it's at, it's that should
Mm-hmm.
just like damn near like movie production value at the moment. So hold on,
So
how many did I name?
honestly,
I named
so
like four
so
anime.
okay, so you say that One Piece, like when it comes to One Piece, the manga is better than the
Oh
actual.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm about to say like I manga and they like One Piece. I would definitely like say like yo yeah definitely yeah watch read the One Piece manga.
Mm-hmm.
Read the One Piece manga.
Okay,
And for
okay.
number five, it's like number five on my list is like to something that's not even animated yet. I'm like so hyped for the
Uh-huh.
anime that's gonna come out for it because like I love the manga to death and I can't wait for the second part of the manga.
Which
Chainsaw
one?
Man. It's this manga called
Oh,
Chainsaw Man, right?
what
And
the fuck?
it's really good. Like no, like I thought it was weird like from the
Uh-huh.
name alone because I was like Chainsaw Man. This seems like pretty weird niche shit, but like I read
What?
it right, and like damn, it was so good. Like the villain, like despite like how terrible of a character she is, she's like one of my favorite characters because
Get
she's a
out of here. They have a
well
female
written
villain?
villain. She's a well written villain. Like
Okay.
she gave like the main character like everything he wanted in life, and then she took it. And I was just like,
What?
oh my gosh, like it was insane. I'm not saying anything because I know people I know that there are people who are like waiting on the anime because it seemed interesting to them that haven't read the manga. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying anything. All I'm just it's amazing.
Is it
It's
is it
genuinely a
like
beautiful
is it like on some
manga anime.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre type shit?
No, it's oh no, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
beyond that. No, it's like so basically like the main concept of like how the world of Chainsaw Man works is like
Uh-huh.
there are creatures called devils, right? And
Yeah.
devils are born based off of like the fears of humanity, right? Like just
Yeah.
like let's say for some reason someone's afraid of tomatoes for some really reason weird
What
reason.
the fuck? Okay.
If enough people in the world are afraid of tomatoes, and let's be honest, it's a very big world, so the chances of a tomato devil being born are, not,
Hmm.
it's not unlikely. So, there's just say they can be creatures based on like the fears of humanity just like everywhere. And like the power of that creature
Uh-huh.
depends on like how badly they're feared. So like
What the fuck?
one of the more powerful devils that like appear later on in the
Mm-hmm.
manga is the darkness devil, and I'm not gonna like say any info about it or like its abilities or none, but just
Yeah.
like when the darkness devil, like I guess it was like first introduced, like every character from every character, like it was we were already like fighting like pretty powerful people,
Hmm.
and then everyone in there, like even the strongest in the room, like cowered in fear at like the sheer presence of the darkness devil. It was just
What?
it was like actually insane. Like the darkness devil was like genuinely like a big threat. And then like we
What?
only saw it for like one chapter, and then that was it. And basically
That's
like
crazy. Why would they do
basically like
that?
like the most powerful devils in Chainsaw Man, right, are the
Hmm.
ones that like come from like the primordial fields of humanity. So things like darkness, being burned alive, being, I guess, disemboweled or like cut up or like mutilated, things like that, like really simple fears that
Uh-huh.
like that have always been around since like humanity, I guess, started. Just like because there's always going to be people afraid of the dark, always. Throughout
Right.
each point in history, there are millions upon millions of human beings who are deeply afraid of the dark, or like deeply afraid of, getting set on fire, I guess, or like, dying in like a really gruesome or brutal way, like disembowelment and like
That sounds a little
that.
graphic.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's like the more powerful the fear, the more like, I guess, powerful the devil or whatever. And
Hmm.
like the main devil, I guess, that like everyone was like trying to get after, right, was like the
Yeah.
gun devil. The gun devil's chapter, right, like when the gun devil was first, I guess, like actually introduced, its design was just so grotesque, and at the same time it was so cool. And like it
Yeah.
only appeared for 10 seconds in the chapter, right? It
Yeah.
only like physically appeared for 10 seconds, and it
What?
caused like a cataclysm for like 10 seconds. Like it was shocking. Like this is I said I wasn't gonna do any spoilers, but I got to. I'm gonna say
You
spoiler
got
alert right here.
to. You got
I'm gonna say
to.
spoiler alert right here. Big spoiler alert for people who are reading Chainsaw Man or just waiting on the anime and haven't read the manga and haven't got to this point. Big spoiler alert. So when the not chainsaw, when the gun devil comes through,
Hmm.
it starts like there's like things in the manga that starts like counting like 10 seconds. It was like 10 seconds. For 10 seconds
What?
the gun devil had like dropped down. I forgot which area it dropped down in, but it was like for 10 seconds the gun devil had dropped down, right,
Uh-huh.
in an area. And basically the gun devil's ability is it just a gun. It shoots, but like whatever it shoots,
Hmm.
it's getting killed indefinitely. Like there's no like, I guess, like running away from it. Let me look this up real quick. Hold on.
What?
Let me look this up real quick.
Yo, that sounds
Let
crazy
me
as
look this up real quick because this is like
hell.
crucial.
This shit sounds very crucial though.
Let me
What?
see. Let me look this up real quick because
And before you look this, well, as you are looking this up, is there
uh-huh.
like a significance as to why they are referred to as devils?
Um I guess quite like, since they're like literally like manifestations of like the fears of mankind. Um
What? Yo, that's sick and twisted, dude.
I guess that people would call it devils. Okay,
Okay,
so 1 10
okay.
seconds. Okay, so the gun devil hit Japan for 26 seconds, killing 57,912 people in just 26
God
seconds.
damn, that many people in
Yes, and
20.
no, like the
You know
craziest
how
thing is
fucking
like
crazy that
the
sounds?
craziest thing is like as like the pages were going on, we were just seeing like the gun devil like kill like all these people, right? And
Bruh.
like there's no like dialogue or like any like effects like showing like boom blow or screams or nothing like that. The only letters that are
What?
on the pages are the list of all the names that the gun devil was
That
killed.
he
So
killed?
all it was is just pictures of, it was like a church, and the church got
No
shot and stuff.
way.
And like there was like no like other words aside from like, it was just a list of names, and it just kept going as alongside pictures of like the disaster that the gun devil was causing. It was just names.
Bruh, why
Kill,
did they
kill, kill,
do why did they do
kill,
that
kill.
like
Names,
that?
names, names. Just a list of names. And like the way it left, I was just so shocked to see it. Like
Look at my
I
face.
was
Like,
just
why would
I
they
was
do that
just
like
so
that?
shocked to see it. It was genuinely terrifying. I was like, oh dear God. Like I was like, how was the main character
What?
finna fight this? Like how was the main how was he finna fight this, bro? Like,
So
oh
I
my
have
god.
a question. So like when that part has happened or whatever, and he killed all those people in 26 seconds, they didn't show no blood, no gore, or how he
Oh
killed these
no,
people. Like, what
all
the
it showed,
fuck?
was like bullets flying everywhere, and like it wasn't just like regular
What?
shooting. Like no, it like destroyed like a town. Just like cars were everywhere. A train, I think, crashed into like the town that was underneath it.
Bruh.
Like it wasn't just like regular bullets. It was like, bruh,
That sounds fucking crazy.
it was horrific. Like it was
Like, what the
like
fuck?
it and like the darkness devils like introduction were like the some of the like very few moments in there when I was like genuinely like afraid for the characters, because it was like, I mean, like our main character like Denji, like he's been in some like pretty tough like I guess areas, but like
Yeah.
at the same time like he's always like cracking like a really shitty joke or whatever, or like
Mm-hmm.
because like there was a person, so I forgot to tell this part. So
Mm-hmm.
people can actually like form contracts with the devils, right, in order to obtain their powers. Like, so
This
there's a
sounds like
side
some
character.
Black Butler shit.
There's a side character. His name is Aki, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
like the main character is like one of his like the main character's male best friend or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
Aki has a contract signed with the Wolf Devil, and I think I forgot what he traded with the Wolf Devil. I think he
Why
traded
the
like
Wolf Devil?
I think he traded like half of his life to get the Wolf Devil's powers. And like apparently if the Wolf Devil like likes you enough, he'll give
Mm-hmm.
you like a really like cool part of his party, good like part of his power. Cause like
Yeah.
depending on like what you sacrifice or how the devil likes you, you get a different ability that's from that devil. So the Wolf Devil, he gave Aki his head. So whenever Aki like makes like a wolf, I guess, like with his hand or whatever, and he says "kon" or whatever,
Uh-huh.
like a giant wolf's head comes out and like chomps into whatever there. It is just like
What
this.
the
It's cool.
fuck?
It's so cool.
Dude, that
Whatever,
sounds
but
so outlandish.
so like our main character Denji, right? Denji is the chainsaw man. The main character
Uh-huh.
Denji, he was fighting against a person who had a contract with the darkness devil, right? And the
Uh-huh.
darkness devil was like, bruh, you can't beat me in darkness. It's nighttime and everything. How do you think you're gonna beat me? This
Yeah.
dumbass nigga Denji, right? He was like, with the power of light. And they were like, what do you mean power of light? Your only ability is chainsaws or whatever. So he pours gasoline on himself and turns himself on fire and then tackles him. And I'm just like,
No,
bro,
the
who
fuck?
thinks of that? How do
Dude,
you?
that's
Yeah,
fucking out of this
he
world.
he turned him. He lit himself on fire and said this was the power of light, and just started beating that ass. I'm just like, bruh, this nigga's a fucking
Dude,
meathead, bro.
but like, but
He's
like,
just.
but I
It
have
was so
so
dumb, but
many
it was so
questions.
it worked so well.
I have so many questions. So you're telling me that this dude literally poured gasoline all over his body
Yes,
and
and lit
lit
himself
himself
on
on
fire.
fire? Dude, what happened
And like
after that?
and like his like he's essentially immortal, to sum it down, like his body
Yeah.
has been pulled apart, like he's only had like he's had his entire like lower half ripped off, and he just like comes back.
No
He
way.
yeah, like he's just like, as long as like he's able to like drink blood, he can regenerate from like
That's what I
anything.
was
Like
gonna
there was
say. Like, is he like fucking immortal or something?
like there was this demon, there was this devil that they were fighting inside like this hotel, and like the devil's entire body was the hotel, and it just kept regenerating, right? But as it kept regenerating, it was also like, as it was like regenerating, being torn apart, it was also leaving a lot of devil blood. And so Denji just kept drinking the devil's blood and
What
just
the
kept fighting, and
fuck?
they were literally fighting for like 5 or like 3 days, I think. And like the
Uh-huh.
devil was like, bruh, I give up, like I'm not gonna die. You're not gonna die. I'm in more pain than you are. Stop. And Denji was like, nah, let's keep fighting. So
No.
eventually, like, I guess he like just wins by default or whatever.
What?
It's just,
He wins by default.
yeah.
What in the hell?
The devil was like, bro, I don't want to fight you no
He
more.
was
Like,
like, nah, nigga, you
you
just
got
did
it,
some
bro.
outlandish.
You're like actually crazy.
Yes, he was like, you. So what happened was he was like, bro, you did some outlandish ass shit. Poured some
Right. Like,
gasoline on your fucking body and lit
yeah.
yourself on fire to fight me. Like, dude, you are fucking insane. Like,
Yeah,
what
it
the
was
fuck?
genuinely like some terrifying stuff. And like even like the female characters in there who were like really like scary, it's like, oh, save me, or like I'm scared. There's this bitch, like her name is Kobeni, right? And Kobeni is like
Uh-huh.
always squeamish. She's always scared. She's always a get startled, right? But like when it comes down to it, like she can work. Like I remember when I like first saw her like character change because like
Yeah.
she's usually like always nervously sweating, always frightful. There was one chapter where like this dude like pulled a gun out on her,
No
right?
way.
And then she just kind of like cut his arm off, like so, and then like flipped
What
over
the
him. I was like,
fuck?
bro,
Oh,
what?
that's wild. She cut the man's arm off.
Yeah, just like so swiftly. It was like so fast that like his face remained like, I guess, like normal, like for like 5 seconds after she cut his arm off until he like actually noticed. It was just,
Dude,
it was
that's
amazing. Like Chainsaw
that's
Man's great.
trippy,
Like this
man.
character's like, I will say, like, I guess I don't think this is an issue personally. People always like point this out as like a big flaw in Chainsaw Man. They're just like, oh, the pacing is terrible. Things happen way too fast. And
No.
so what? I can't enjoy the ride. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I love how like quick the pacing was, because like, and the thing is, like, it's not even over with. Like it's like the manga is getting like its second part like during the summer of this year.
for
And I
real?
can't, yes,
You
I'm
can't.
so
I
excited
know you're
for it.
super
I'm
excited
so
for it.
excited for, yeah,
Honestly,
it was my favorite manga, like, that I had read last year. Like last year I had read it. I was like, oh yeah, this right here, it's my favorite manga of this year. Well, it didn't come out that year, but it was my favorite manga that I had read that year. It was just too good. I
yeah.
genuinely enjoyed it.
And that shit's called
Genji is like,
Berserk, right?
no. I'm talking about This is
The
Chainsaw Man. Berserk was
Chainsaw
a
Man.
manga that I did read though, and
Mhm.
Berserk's ending was just, I don't even know if it's an ending, but pretty sure it is. But Berserk was just amazing.
Mhm.
It was such a ride of emotions. But Chainsaw Man just filled
Mhm.
me up with like so much hype.
Really?
And I read a manga that was made by the same author of Chainsaw Man, Tatsuki
Mhm.
Fujimoto.
Mhm.
He made a manga before that that was pretty good. It's called Fire Punch. And
Fire Punch. I'm gonna have to write that down. It's
and
called Fire
essentially,
Punch.
yeah, in Fire Punch,
Okay.
right? Our main protagonist is a person who has a he has a regenerative ability. Like he has like a really good regenerative ability to where
Yeah.
if you like cut off his arm, it will grow back in like a couple of minutes or whatever. So
Uh-huh. That's
he
crazy.
like the world, right, has been like, the world is going through an ice age right now.
Yeah.
And like everything's like in peril, like people like livestock is dead, like there's like no more like, like real food or anything like that. The world is dead. You can't really go plants like, or like any vegetables out in a fucking ice age or across the planet. It's a worldwide ice age, like the
Oh
entire world is
God.
like frozen over. So
Yeah.
like the main character's name is Agni and his sister are like living in this village or whatever. And I
Mhm.
think it got to the point where like they finally ran out of food, right? And
What?
Agni made a sacrifice to, since he has a regenerative ability, he
Mhm.
cuts off a couple of his arms every day,
Why does
and
he do that?
the village eats. They can flourish, right? They eat, right? You know,
Yeah.
I don't, I just, me personally, that's just, it's really horrific for me. But like in that situation, like what else you gonna do?
Does
Like
he like does he
he
have
was
like
selfless.
does he like have multiple arms or something
No,
or
no. Like they just regenerate very fast. Like his regenerative ability is really,
so
really good.
he must not be human then.
No, I'm about he is human, but like this world is like full of people with like all sorts of abilities and whatnot, the gifted, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a gifted with like really good regeneration or whatever. So, and his sister, his little sister, also has like really good regeneration,
Yeah.
but it's not on par as his. Like it'll take a couple hours for her to like regenerate an entire arm or whatever.
What the fuck?
So yeah, and then she's just like, hey, you don't have to go through this pain all the time. Let me, donate an arm or a leg or two. He's like, no, your power is like not as good as mine. So let me just do this.
Yeah.
So he's taken the burden of feeding the entire village and going through that agonizing pain every
What?
day by himself. And he's just a little kid. Like he's just like, I think how he's like what,
He's a
14 or
kid?
something. Yeah, he's like 13, like at the time, like in the beginning or
What?
something. So
Mm-hmm.
these people come into the village or whatever, I think they're like a part of like I guess like the world's military or whatever, something like that, some government official stuff. And they're just like, like search the village for food or whatever we needed for like the military or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm important, government type of deal. And as they like search like the villagers' homes, they're like astounded, they're shocked, they're just like, oh my god, everyone here is eating human meat, and oh, these people are savages, and we should kill them
Yeah.
all. So there's this man with a fire ability, and
Hmm.
his fire never stops burning until whatever it's burnt has
Hmm.
completely gone to ash. He burns
What?
everyone and leaves. And Agni himself, he's just in like absolute pain. Like he can't
Hmm.
fully burn. His regeneration ability is too strong. His
What the
sister,
fuck?
his sister, we cannot say the same. She burns away into ash in front of him as he's also burning.
Dude, get the fuck out of here.
So
What?
naturally, he's filled with rage and he's constantly now in pain because the fire can never go away until whatever is burning is gone. And guess what's never going
Whoa.
to go away? His body. So he is infinitely burning
What?
with a flame that will never go away until whatever is burnt is completely gone.
Yo, that's crazy, dude. And he will never like burn into ash.
No, ever.
Yo,
And
that's
like
sick.
with his regenerative ability, age doesn't matter to him either. He'll live forever too.
So
Yeah,
he's
so he'll
immortal.
yes, he's going to continue to burn and everything. So like he is devoting his entire life right now to finding this man and putting an end to his life. So we flash forward a couple of years. I don't know how old he is now, but
Uh-huh.
like he's a full grown male, and like he's been burning so much like that, like everything, like all the like since the fire is constantly like tearing away at his muscle and is constantly regenerating, he
Yeah.
naturally like grows in strength. Like his body is like naturally
So
ripped because since
so he
like
can't
building of
be
muscle.
touched.
No, yeah, he can't. Like the only side of his face, there's like it's only like the left or like the right side of his face that's like not being burned, but that's it. That's
That's
it.
wild, dude.
Yeah, and like yeah, so he just since like the way you build muscle is to basically break it down, like it rebuilds itself. He's naturally strong as fuck since his muscles are constantly being broken down and being rebuilt upon. So
Hmm.
like he's strong as shit, and so he just the entire journey. It's like it's not even something that I could explain myself because it's so
Right.
much. It
It
is so
sounds
much. It's
from what you already told me sounds so much.
like I believe like before you read Chainsaw Man, before anyone reads Chainsaw Man, they
Hmm.
should read Fire Punch. Fire Punch is amazing. It's weird, it's wacky, it has really good I think it has really good humor too because there was
Hmm.
so basically like most of the characters are Japanese or whatever, they speak Japanese or whatever. So
Hmm.
there's this one American chick, right, that like encounters like the main group of
Hmm.
people, and there's this other like immortal regenerative. Her name is Togata, and Togata is like is a trans woman for female to male, right? They like
Uh-huh.
don't like being called like woman or whatever. They want to be seen as like a dude or whatever. It's like this is amazing transgender representation, by the way. Like he's a really well written character. But
Right.
Toga, he's also a regenerative or whatever, and like he like they're like our main party is like running away from the enemy, right?
Hmm.
And these helpers who have like heard of like Agni or whatever, because Agni, our main character, he has like a religion following him or whatever. Like there are people who believe like
What?
he's a god because
Uh-huh.
he's endlessly burning. He regenerates from everything. Like he's like literally like there was a fight where there was this dude and his gifted ability was magnets. He could control magnets. So he like
No
stabbed
way.
Agni with like a bunch of magnets and then sent him up into space. This nigga Agni tore off his head, threw it back down, and the body regenerated as he landed back on Earth. And I was like, bro, this nigga is oh my
That shit
god. I was
sounds
like, that's
fucking crazy,
metal.
dude.
He's
Like this shit
I
sounds
was like,
fucking crazy.
he tore off his head in outer space and threw it back down to Earth, and his body regenerated as
He
he got
tore
back.
off his head in outer space and threw that shit back.
Yes, because the Magna dude
What?
impaled him with like a bunch of metal and sent him up to space with, you know, the power of magnetism on some Magneto shit. And Agni, trying to get back down, tore off his head, threw it back down. And I'm just
he was
like,
not playing with that
bruh,
motherfucker.
he was not. So yeah, people like seeing like all these like, I guess, quote unquote miracles that Agni is like doing or whatever, like liberating people, setting them free, doing all this stuff, like impossible, crazy shit.
Right.
They've considered him a god at this point. Like they're people worship
Who
Agni.
wouldn't? This dude is like infinitely burning.
Like, yeah, they consider him a god. So what was I about to say? So yeah, like his, I guess, religion or whatever, Agniism, has like spread across like the world or whatever, and people are like hearing him, like hearing about him, and there's like, yo, this nigga might be the real deal. So there's like random,
yeah.
I guess there was just
So
like
like
random
at one point they didn't think, you know how like people would be like the Antichrist, like that. At one point they didn't think he was like that or at all.
No, everyone thought he was God. So
that's funny as hell.
so like there's like this like random American chick who like popped up, right? And like and like she got into like Togata's car after she like helped them out with some enemies, and then she's like, hey, do you speak English? And then Togata, who doesn't like speak a lot of English, she only knows like I keep getting the pronouns messed up. He only knows like really vulgar, like Togata's like a really vulgar person or whatever. They're like one of those cocky immortals that like just like make like really jokes or whatever. So like the moment Togata sees them and like this, like, hey, do you speak English? And Togata replies, are you a bitch? You like a bitch? You a bitch? And then the person says, well, at least they understand me a little bit. It was the funniest shit ever. It was hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
Chainsaw Man, I think Tatsuki Fujimoto is like a really good like mangaka. Like I really enjoy, like his art. Tatsuki's art is like so good. Like he made this
really,
yeah, like it's so good. Like there was this one panel in Chainsaw Man, right? And there's this like one like zombie character or whatever. I think she's the Halloween devil, right? And
the Halloween devil.
Yes, like her main thing, like she's all she does is just like say Halloween or whatever. Like that's her like main dialogue, is just her saying the word Halloween. I forget like the details of her ability, but essentially like she like traps you in like this like library or whatever, like this like
what the fuck
library that's like within her mindscape. And like the person she trapped, she was like, you can't keep me here forever, you know, like what you're doing is like it's to no avail. And like they picked up a book or whatever and looked into it, and then like the Halloween devil explained their ability was essentially like the information within the library, it's so abundant and so truthful and mind-breaking. It's essentially what like looking at Cthulhu is, the Call of Cthulhu. It's if you know like the Call of Cthulhu, whatever, essentially like upon looking upon Cthulhu or whatnot, your mind is graced with like so much information essentially that it just gets pushed into madness. So the Halloween devil does that. Their mind is like so overwhelmed with all this information and truth that the only thing that they could ever think about is Halloween, and that's why the Halloween devil just says Halloween on the outside scape of her mind.
Yo, that's high key funny.
Yeah, it's like, hilarious, but it's terrifying at the same time. She can literally reduce you to a potato state by overloading your brain with truth, I guess, or whatever.
That's crazy.
That's like it's just, I fucking love Tatsuki Fujimoto. He's an amazing mangaka.
That sounds awesome,
godlike.
dude.
It's
so you
sick.
would recommend his manga more than like?
Yes, I would so recommend reading a Tatsuki Fujimoto manga, like for sure.
And you said Tatsuki Fujimoto?
Yes, I'm gonna like type it for you in like the little Zoom chat.
Okay.
But he's I love him.
Okay, that sounds G. Like I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like I was the type of person that I watched a lot of anime and I did keep a lot of manga. I did keep a lot of manga. And one of the mangas that I kept and the ones that I bought, my ex-best friend in Jersey actually has all of my manga. I'm really pissed about it. I had, yeah, I'm really pissed about it. I had all of the Inuyasha manga books.
Oh
All
shit.
of them. All of them. And I've watched Inuyasha from season 1 all the way to the end. All the way down to the
I've
movies
seen
and
Inuyasha
everything.
so many times, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's an amazing. It's a classic, bro.
It really is a classic. And I feel like a lot of the new animes can't shit on that one.
Yeah,
Honestly.
like a lot of people like who are like our age now, or like
Mm-hmm.
around that age range, like a lot of people kind of like started off on Inuyasha because like
Really.
it was like one of the animes that got like it was the one of the animes that like were like in America and like accessible and
Yeah,
like
you
cool.
remember, do you remember Toonami?
Yes, I do remember
So
Toonami.
yeah,
Like
I remember
it's
when I
just
was a
anime
kid.
wasn't super accessible to people. They wasn't really well known unless you were like that one person torrenting Dojin and like other anime like off the internet. Unless you
Yeah.
like were like in the know, like in that, like it was extremely small. And then Toonami happened and like shit like Inuyasha,
Mm-hmm.
Outlaw Star, Cowboy
Mm-hmm.
Bebop, etc.,
Yes,
etc.
I was gonna mention
Like
Cowboy
that
Bebop. Yes, Cowboy
are
Bebop.
so good. Like I like really, really old anime, like things like Fist of the North Star, other things like that is just like a big entry point for like a lot of people. And it's just like
Yeah,
it just like opened up like a world, like especially for me, like if I had not gotten into anime, I would not be like into like the same music taste that I'm into now. Like
yeah, yeah.
I don't like I generally think because like the anime community as a whole, like there's just like an aesthetic around them, like certain music is
Honestly,
listened to. Like if I didn't get into anime, I would not know what city pop was like at all.
right.
Like Plastic Love by Maria Takeuchi, I would
Mhm.
never know that that song ever existed if I had never gotten into anime.
Right.
Like, cause like, it
I
goes
can
from like,
honestly,
hey, because like with
but
the music. Oh, go ahead,
uh,
go
uh,
ahead.
yeah, but like, since we were speaking on Inuyasha, like every morning, I was like an itty bitty child. Like every morning, it would be like 5 o'clock in the morning. I would literally jump out of bed. No alarm clock needed. No alarm clock needed. Nobody
None
needed to wake me
necessary.
up. It was like I would run downstairs immediately because I knew what time Inuyasha would come on. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I hear the intro, I ran downstairs. I ran downstairs immediately to watch that shit. And you know, I was an itty bitty kid. I wasn't supposed to be watching that. You know,
Inuyasha was just so
Inuyasha
good.
was a little too much. You know what I'm saying? It had a lot of
Yeah,
it had a
yeah.
lot of vulgar stuff in it, and it was some blood and gore and shit like that.
Yeah, that's like Inuyasha is like what like it was like my first anime, right?
Yeah.
I guess, and then like my first like gory anime, like the anime that got like really into it, like deep, like into gore and stuff like that.
Right.
Fucking Helsing, bro.
Yo,
Oh my
nigga.
God,
Yeah,
Helsing,
Helsing was mad
Helsing was
gory.
so good. Helsing was so good. And
Yeah.
then like I think like after I watched Helsing, like one of like the like really good animes, like this would go down in history as like one of like the best pieces of fiction out there.
Mm-hmm.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Dude, I was about to lead into that. I was about to lead
Full
into Full
Metal
Metal Alchemist.
Alchemist
Dude,
was
they were
so
sleeping on that.
good. And then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was just even better. It was I
Yeah,
genuinely like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood a lot better than I do like regular Full Metal Alchemist, but it's
definitely.
it both
Definitely.
still hold I still hold both special place in my heart because both of those are just genuinely just too damn good.
You know what? Let's talk about the anime that was so good that they ended the seasons so quickly. And one of the
Oh, I'm
animes,
so tired of 12 episode anime that just it
dude,
just be so good. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you 12 episodes. No other season either.
that
Nothing.
shit is literally fucking annoying. That literally,
You know what anime that I'm still waiting on another season for?
what anime?
No Game, No Life.
Yo, yeah, that shit was good. I ain't even gonna lie to
That
you.
shit ain't never getting a second season. That shit
Hell
ain't
no,
never
that shit.
getting a second season. It ain't
No, it's
ever
not.
coming
It's
back.
not.
And I'm
And,
so upset.
and you
Because
know what I'm
I know it's
also upset about? You're probably gonna think I'm corny and a little cliche, but like I love Vampire Night. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I like Vampire Night. And honestly, when I watched
no,
it,
that's valid.
I watched Vampire Night and I think it only had 2 seasons actually. I believe. Am I wrong?
I don't hold
I'm not
on.
quite
Let me see, because
sure.
I have not seen that shit in forever. I ain't seen
I
Vampire
think,
Night till I went through my really weird phase of watching a lot of romance and shoujo
yeah,
back in
yeah. I think it only had 2 seasons.
2013.
Yeah, that shit old as hell. But it literally, I loved Vampire Night, and when I watched it all the way to the end, I was pissed. You talking about I was pissed? I was like, are you fucking serious? Y'all ended it like this? They had the corniest ending. It was so fucking corny. I was so fucking mad because I was so obsessed with Zero. I was literally obsessed with Zero. Like Zero was my favorite. And another one I would say that really pissed me off. This one's also kind of cliche. You're gonna think this one's cliche. Ouran High School Host Club. I
Oh
love
man.
that. I love that motherfucking anime.
There were like rumors that was getting like another season, and I
I
was like, "Oh, let's go!"
know.
And then it never
That's what
happened. I
I
was like,
said. I was
"Oh
like, let's go.
no!"
And then like, cause like, they have like a fucking cult of like animes and stuff. So I was on, it was a long time ago. I was on this app. I forgot what it's called, but it's like it's specifically just for anime fanatics. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Anime IO. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But when I do get it, I will let you guys know on the show. It was this app that I have went on, and a lot of people were talking about it, saying that, oh, they're gonna have a new season. They're gonna have a new season. And I'm
Yeah,
sitting
they
here,
were.
mad
I was like,
excited, thinking, yes, we about to have a new season of Ouran High School Host Club. Then next thing you know, I ain't
never
never
happened.
seen it. It never
It
happened.
never
I was
happened.
so pissed. Dude, I
I was
was
like, "Oh yeah, we gonna get a new season."
I was
No,
in
we ain't.
distraught. I was so distraught. And another thing is, like, I was hoping that maybe one day they would come out with a new season of Inuyasha. And the day that they decide that they want to do that, oh man, it's on like Donkey
I
Kong, man.
mean, oh, I don't. Oh yeah, you definitely not have not heard because you're saying this now.
What? What?
Inuyasha kind of had a
What?
continuation, right?
No, you
So
lying. You're
yes,
lying.
it's not necessary. It's not like with Inuyasha's like the main characters and whatnot.
Mhm.
It's his child. It's called
Get the
Princess Yashahime. It's called
Hold
Princess
on, say that
Yashahime.
again. You said it's
Princess
called what?
Princess Yashahime.
Princess
Come on.
Yashahina? How you spell that? Spell that out.
Yashahime. Yashahime.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hime.
Hine. Oh man, I'm finna check that shit the fuck out. You're playing.
No, I'm like, so see, it's really good. Like it's
Dude,
really good.
you have to explain this to me. How did this come about?
Like
Please
I'm
explain.
no, I'm not saying anything because I know you're gonna watch it yourself. I don't want to spoil nothing. I don't want to say nothing. Just go ahead
Okay,
and
okay.
watch it, bro. Just
All
go
right,
ahead and watch that.
I'm definitely
It's
gonna check that out because that shit
great.
blew my fucking mind. I didn't even know that.
She was
God
like,
damn,
man, I
I've been
really
like
hope it's
so
like, listen, let me
close-minded to
tell
the
you some good
anime
news
world.
then.
That's crazy. I've been like so close-minded to the anime world. That shit is fucking crazy. I had just got back into it. That shit is
Yeah.
crazy. So I asked this question to all the anime fanatics.
Yeah.
I always ask this question. If you had to choose from Dragon Ball,
Oh
Dragon
shit.
Ball Z,
Uh-huh.
Dragon Ball GT,
Mm-hmm.
and Dragon Ball Z Super, what would you say is the best one? That's hard, ain't it?
Damn.
Yes, I'm
Oh.
not playing with you. You gotta answer
There
this.
was no reason for you to even drop that question. For why?
Yes, I had to.
No.
I had to.
Oh.
What would you say would be?
That's
You know what? Not even
difficult.
that. I'll let me rephrase the question.
It's difficult. It's
What would
difficult
you
as hell.
say had a better storyline?
Definitely Dragon Ball Z.
Okay,
Definitely
I
Dragon Ball
agree.
Z.
I agree.
It was genuinely so good. Like Vegeta's sacrifice, like even though it like
Mm-hmm.
kind of sort of
Mm-hmm.
ultimately meant nothing in the battle because Majin Buu just came back. The way
Yo,
he did it,
Majin Buu's that nigga.
it was
Period.
the way he showed his character was just
Yeah.
like that was just like peak Vegeta right there. I was like, oh yep, you my nigga. I don't care how
Right.
many L's I don't care how many L's you've taken in Dragon Ball. I don't care how many times they will continue to hoe you.
Mm-hmm.
Use my nigga Vegeta. Like he's just Vegeta is just
Vegeta, you know what
he
Vegeta's
is
a
simply
good,
that guy.
you know what Vegeta's a good example of?
What?
A narcissist.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And that 1000% he is straight narcissist.
Yeah.
Oh man. But
Vegeta a dickhead, bro.
who would you say, like, out of all those series, not even, you know what? No. Rephrase. In each series, from Dragon Ball all the way down to Dragon Ball Z Super,
Mm-hmm.
name a character from each series that was your favorite in the series.
Okay, so main like just like mainline Dragon Ball, like genuinely like young Roshi was such a
Yeah.
Chad of a character. I genuinely like the fight between him and Goku in the world tournament was just like the choreography of the fight was just like such a big homage to martial arts. I loved it. As a big
Yeah,
martial
I
arts
ain't
fan
even,
myself,
shit's sick.
I it was it was like
It was
this
it,
is
it's like a
candy
big,
for my brain.
it's literally a big orgasm to
Right,
motherfuckers who
that's yeah,
love anime.
that's exactly what it
It was
was.
a
That's
big
exactly what it was.
orgasm, like
It
literally.
was just too good. I was like, oh my god, like the way the way the hits were flying, their stances, it was just like I can tell like those who were like I could just tell like it was
Mhm.
just a deep love for martial arts when it came to like animating those fights.
Yeah,
Like it was just
definitely.
it was so fluid. Like the even like the fight between like Goku and Krillin, like that fight
That
alone in
shit
Dragon
was
Ball, it just
sick.
looks so cool. Like
Man, what?
it was
I
just
love that
so
fight.
cool, bro.
I love that fight. Goku and Krillin, that shit was fire.
That fight was just so damn. It was so hard.
It
Like
was so graphic. It literally, it was so good that it didn't, people didn't deserve to see it. It was
I
it literally was that good.
so I'm
Nobody
saying like
deserved to see it.
people will like really just like sit down and like trash on like Dragon Ball. If people's like Dragon Ball did not have that good of fight choreography, and just like are we watching the same
Yeah, are
thing?
we?
Because like
Are
I
you
don't think
sure?
that like did we
We're
watch
not
the
watching the
same?
same
We're
thing,
not
bro.
watching the same
No,
thing
no, no.
because do you
We're
see
not.
what I see?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, how could you say that the fighting was not good? Like, what the
Like
fuck? What are
it
you
was just
watching, sir,
it
ma'am?
was just too damn good. Like I can't
Yeah,
wrap my head around like how good like the fight choreography was as a person who just genuinely
honestly,
enjoys martial arts. It was just
honestly. Like, I definitely pay a lot of homage to the Dragon Ball Z series.
it was just so good. Like
Definitely.
damn, it was so good. So in Dragon Ball Z,
Mm-hmm.
favorite character,
Ooh, I can't wait for this one.
damn,
What you gonna say?
that's hard. Hold up.
Hold
Favorite
on,
character.
hold on,
I
hold on, hold
really
on. I'm
like
trying to hear.
I really like Tien Shinhan during the Cell Saga. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but he definitely like really shined during the Cell Saga because that
You know what? I can agree with that.
all right, so like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my internet. Um, so yeah, like yeah, Tien essentially like really shined during the Cell Saga, but like
Yeah,
for Z overall, like my favorite character like was just Vegeta, especially during the Buu Saga. Matter of fact,
yeah,
just overall, just Vegeta, because Vegeta really rolled up right?
Vegeta's that nigga, man.
Vegeta really rolled up out of nowhere, just being that nigga on that nigga shit. He was
Yeah,
not gonna lie. Krillin really was gonna serve his ass. Krillin was finna murder
for
that man,
real. Krillin
but
was gonna
Goku
give
let
him
him
that
go.
work.
Goku let him go, and
Yeah.
then we got this amazing character that we have now. Vegeta's just so raw. Like I love him
Mm-hmm.
just because he's raw. Like he don't give up. He'll blow your shit up.
For real.
He'll blow your whole shit up, and will
Nah,
not care
he don't give a rat's ass.
at all.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like, I was such a dickhead back then. So Vegeta was my favorite at the
It was
time.
relatable.
Straight up relatable. Vegeta was like, he was basically letting everybody know that he is the shit and nobody's better than him.
Except Goku.
Except, nah, he wouldn't even admit that. That's
He
the
would not,
thing. He
never.
would not. But he knew damn well Goku was his match.
Goku put that ass in check.
Man, what?
Beat,
Man, what?
beating the dog shit out of Vegeta.
So do you think Trunks was a better than Vegeta as he got stronger throughout the series?
I wouldn't say better. I just genuinely believe that Trunks is a cool character. He's cool, came out of nowhere, destroyed Frieza. Was
That's
like, hey,
why,
I'm from the
yo,
future.
I literally, like, when that happened, when that episode happened, I literally switched up and said that Trunks was my favorite after that.
Dog guy was like, yeah, bro. Like, first and foremost, swordsmen in general are just really cool characters.
Yeah, hell
Swordsmen
yeah.
in general just cool character. For Trunks, just pull up out of nowhere. Hey, I have a sword and I can go Super Saiyan too. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, who is this random nigga? I like him.
Right. Like, at first, I was like, I was the same way. I was like in distraught. Like, who the fuck is this random ass pink haired looking guy?
Right, like, bro.
Yeah. He had his hair slicked back and everything.
Right, like, bro's hair was stuff. A thing I really like that makes me like just really love Dragon Ball Z a lot more. Dragon Ball Z Abridged by Team 4 Star is like one of the funniest pieces of fan work
Oh,
that
for
I've
real?
ever seen.
They haven't abridged?
Have you never watched Dragon Ball Abridged? Dragon Ball Z Abridged? Oh
No.
my god, it's the
Wait,
funniest shit ever. No,
whoa. I gotta write this down too.
it's
What is it called?
Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and the YouTube channel that did it is Team 4 Star.
Team
They go all the way from the Saiyan saga and they end it off from the Cell saga. But Dragon Ball Z Abridged was like really funny. Like when Trunks had first came in, right?
Yeah.
Like Bulma was like flirting with him or whatever. She was like, "Hey, you're pretty cute." And then he was like, "Well, my mom always said I was a cute kid." And then she was like, "Oh, a mama's boy, huh? I'll be your mama." And then Trunks on the inside is fucking screaming. He's like, "Oh dear God."
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's
That
funny.
shit was hilarious, bro.
So excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Whew. But what about from Dragon Ball Z GT?
GT? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite GT character. I like GT and everything. Like GT gave us Super Saiyan 4, and Super Saiyan 4 is really cool. But
Exactly.
I didn't really like necessarily have a favorite character in GT because like GT's writing was like really weird. Like even now, like I don't think I've seen enough GT like now. I think I'll have to rewatch it to get an opinion because when I did watch it, I was just like really normie when it came to like anime opinions. I didn't
Yeah.
really have opinions like that. I couldn't really make takes, I guess.
Yeah. Well, what about Super?
I don't have a favorite in Super. I didn't really like watch Super a lot for like the characterization or like anything like that. I watched Super purely for the fights because I didn't really like the story. I didn't like the direction the story was going.
Mhm.
I thought like them having like a whole tournament of
I
power or
like
whatever was kind
Beerus.
of stupid. But at the same time, I genuinely enjoyed the fights.
I like
That and the
Beerus.
Super's like animation was just it was lacking. Like the fights were cool, it was
Honestly,
hype and everything,
yeah,
but the
yeah,
animation was dear God, was it lacking that and the art style. Like I just didn't like the way that it like looked sometimes. It was just really fucking weird. I didn't fuck with it. But those
yeah.
fights were pretty damn cool.
I would say I really like Beerus. Beerus was a
Beerus is
bastard.
cool.
But Beerus
Beerus
was a
is
hell
really
of a
cool.
dude. He was a bastard. That's why I liked him. Like literally. That's why I
He was
like
like,
Beerus.
hey, I was gonna blow this place up, but this ice cream shit y'all got is pretty cool. Therefore, y'all get to live.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this ignorant motherfucker
Nigga Beerus was like, bro, a
decided not
sundae?
to
What's
blow up the planet because of
an
some
ice
damn
cream
ice
sundae?
cream.
What's that? The fuck's an ice cream sundae? What's a chocolate sundae? Oh, this what a chocolate sundae? Oh, y'all get to live.
Yo, that's what made me love him so much, because it's like, you're telling me the only reason you didn't blow up the motherfucking planet was over a chocolate sundae.
Hey, bro, that shit do be busting. That shit do be busting.
It do be busting, but like, damn, for
Yeah.
real, it took a chocolate sundae for you not to blow up the fucking planet.
Hey, man, he's a glutton. Gluttons fold over the simplest shit.
That shit is fucking hilarious. That's what made me honestly fall in love with his character. Because it was just so ignorant. Like, why really, dude? A chocolate sundae is the reason why you didn't blow up the fucking planet.
It'd be like that. He really could have ended it all. And it was like, hey, hell nah. These niggas got Sundays. I ain't seen a Sunday anywhere else.
Right. But if you had to pick an overall, like, your favorite character, do you have one?
No, not really. It's like not in Super. I mean, like I still love Vegeta.
No,
so
not super. I'm like talking about
just
overall.
like overall
Yeah,
and
just
Dragon
overall. Vegeta,
Love
definitely.
Vegeta.
I would definitely say, for me, I would definitely say Vegeta, Trunks, Majin Buu, and goddamn Beerus. Those are my favorites.
Okay.
Honestly.
Feel you.
Yeah. So what did you think about Hunter x Hunter?
I really enjoyed Hunter x Hunter. I thoroughly enjoyed Hunter x Hunter. Even though like the Chimera Ant arc, I felt like it dragged on just a little bit, but people's like, oh, Chimera Ant arc such a drag. It's not as good as everybody say it is. It certainly is as good as everybody say it is. That shit is amazing.
Dude, for real.
Oh my god. This shit is too good, bro.
Like, how about this? Out of all the anime, what would you say, which anime had like the best graphics?
Like the art style and the style of animation and whatnot and all that?
You definitely, yes.
I'm a really big fan of the way the Fate series animation looks like. Oh my god. Fate Stay Night, like anything Fate, like Fate, like Fate done by Ufotable. The Heavens Feels movie look way too damn good. Like that shit was just so Fate Stay Night, there's an entire like watch order on like what you should do when it comes to Fate. Like I believe like the way I did it, I watched Fate Stay Night and Limited Blade Works, then Fate Zero, and then the Oath Under Snow movies. With like
Oath Under Snow?
Yes, Oath Under Snow. And then I watched the 3 Heavens Feels movies, the Heavens Feels trilogy.
Okay, that sounds pretty dope.
It's a lot like Fate is complicated as fuck when it comes to like timeline, watch order, and all that.
Really?
But an anime similar to that I really I just fucking remembered. No, there is something that I like in art style and animation a lot better than Fate. The Monogatari series. Oh my god.
Monogatari? How do you
Monogatari. Monogatari. That, oh my god, Monogatari had no damn business looking as good as it did, bro. Like, what
was it like?
Fuck, bro?
What type? What was it about?
I don't. Oh, see, look, that's a loaded question. You can't even ask me about what it was about.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
that wild.
It's not that it's wild. It's just
it's kind of hard to explain.
I don't even know what the fuck. All I can say is that it's fiction. Like it's just like it's shit that couldn't happen in real life, like at all. It's not even like comedic or anything. I mean, it is comedic. It's not slice of life. That's what I can say. It's not just like slice of life. But I don't even know what the fucking genre is, to be completely honest with you. It's just it is so much shit that happens. I can say that like the thing that like because subtitles in it, like if you can't read fast, then I
Mhm.
wouldn't suggest like read like watching Monogatari because as far as I know, I don't think it has a dub. But subtitles in there like go like by like really fast sometimes because the character talks really fast. Because like I just the main character, I'm pretty sure he has like ADHD or something, and like
What the fuck?
they portray that through his character really well. I like the way that they portray like the fact that he has like ADHD like through his character like really well. Like his characterization is just, I think Aragi's characterization is done pretty damn good. I like it.
Okay, okay.
I'm not a oh this is peak fiction type of guy unless we're talking about Berserk. But
Right.
it's just it's that shit good.
I'm definitely gonna give that a chance. I'm
That shit
definitely
good.
that sounds pretty dope. Okay, if you had to suggest a couple anime to people who have never watched anime a day in their life, and they
Uh-huh.
decided, hey, today I wanna check out some anime. What
Mm-hmm.
anime would you suggest to them?
I would start them off with Death Note,
Hell
Fate
yeah.
Stay Night, and Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. That's what I
Okay.
would start someone off with.
Okay. Okay. That sounds pretty dope. Okay, so if you had to pick one anime, let's say you weren't allowed to watch nothing else, and you had to watch one series over and over and over for the rest of your life,
Right.
which one would you pick?
Instantly One Piece because that shit ain't never ending.
Hey, One Piece.
I will forever be entertained.
Yeah, One Piece definitely. Yeah, One
Oh
Piece is
yeah.
definitely a long ass series, and it's
That shit
never
ain't even
ending.
over yet. How
Right,
how
that shit ain't even over. Like, god damn, like y'all
yeah, that's
niggas,
what I'm
like,
picking. One
fuck.
Piece.
Definitely
Bro,
One
only
Piece.
watch one thing for the rest of my life, bruh.
Definitely One
Hell yeah.
Piece. Definitely One Piece.
And then the moment that it ends, that I gotta rewatch it all over again. It's gonna take a minute too. Hmm.
Man, you gonna be there
I'm gonna be
forever.
entertained for life.
You gonna be there forever. Forever. Okay, so now for someone who hasn't read any manga and
What
is
manga
trying,
to start
yes,
off with?
yes, what manga would you suggest?
Let me think for a little bit. Let me think for a little bit. Is
Take a
it for
look.
someone who's never read manga but
Yes,
watches anime?
yes.
Okay, so someone who watches anime but hasn't read manga, what manga should they read?
Yeah.
I just think they should read. I just think they should read whatever is their like current favorite anime if their anime has a manga because there's a lot of anime that don't have manga.
Yeah,
There are a
that
lot of
is true.
anime that are like just like anime originals such as Cowboy Bebop,
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. But I think they should just read whatever their current favorite anime is.
Okay. That's actually a really good suggestion.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so now we gotta name the worst anime of all time.
Oh.
We got to do this. We got to do
So
this.
I believe currently right now, like one of the worst anime that I've ever seen in my life
Mm-hmm.
was there was this there it's a very niche title. It's called X Arm or whatever, EX Arm or
EX
whatever it's
arm.
called.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did not give that shit a chance past episode one. The animation was so damn. I don't even know if I couldn't even stick around and see if it had good story, like a good story or not, because I was not going to stick around. That shit, it
He
just
said I
looked
was not
terrible.
going to stick around.
It just
Hell
looked terrible.
no.
It just something that I know has a good story that got its anime got done dirty, bruh. Like there's this manga called Record of Ragnarok, and it has an
Oh,
anime.
dude.
That
I heard about
anime,
that.
oh my god, the
The
anime was
record of
fucking garbage,
Ragnarok.
bro.
I forgot to mention
Like,
that. I heard
oh
about
my
that.
god, the anime was so the animation just did not do that shit justice at all. That shit like it was animated in fucking Microsoft PowerPoint. That shit looked like a slideshow. It was so bad,
Damn, it
bro.
was that trash?
Oh my god, I was so upset because I was like, "Oh yeah, I finally get to see these fights animated," and it's just like garbage.
God damn, I wouldn't even think. God damn.
That was so bad, bro. I'm so upset. I was so
I'm
upset.
definitely gonna check that out to see if it really looks like a PowerPoint slide. That shit's
Dog,
fucking funny,
bro,
dude.
it was just so bad.
Damn. Well, I feel bad for anyone who's watched it.
Dog, I feel bad for the fans who were waiting, just like, yay, we're finally getting an anime, and it's bad. Like, damn.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, do you have any special shout outs?
Shout outs to people?
Yeah.
Not really. No, I mean, I don't have like a lot of
Not even people, like
I don't
anything.
have like a lot of like content creator friends. Like, oh no, there's actually like this one server that I in called Motion Input. It's really nice for fighting games. They even they even have a like a YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure like the name of it is Pretzel Motions.
Okay.
If you're like really like deep into fighting games, or like want to get interested into fighting games, just like funny clips in general, I think you should check out Pretzel Motions. Pretzel Motions is pretty damn they're pretty damn good.
Well, shout out to
The
Pretzel
motion
Motions,
input
everyone.
server itself is just it's pretty cool. Everyone's like everyone can be friendly, I guess, you know.
Yeah,
It's pretty I just it's pretty damn cool.
that
There are
sounds
people
great.
there are
Well,
people from beginners to really good players there. Like I be I be getting my ass whooped by them. Like niggas, we be
goddamn.
playing Tekken, niggas be wave dashing in my face and I panic. But I'm learning. I can definitely say that I was a lot better than I was before I met them. Before they started whooping my ass and shit,
Mhm.
I'm a lot better than I was before I met them. So they're giving me results. I have growth.
Yeah,
So
that sounds great. Well, shout out to Pretzel Motions if you guys want to check that out. If you're a gamer, definitely check out Pretzel Motions.
yeah, if you like
Oh,
fighting games from Tekken to Street Fighter to your really niche anime fighters like Melty Blood or Under Night or whatever you play, Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, all of that, just go ahead check out Pretzel Motions or like find a way to join the motion input server. It's pretty damn good.
that sounds dope as fuck. Well, thank you, Kami, for coming on the show.
No
I really
problem.
do appreciate it. It was very fun. Hopefully, you do get to come back and we could talk about like some retro gaming and what type of games are out. That'd be
Oh
awesome.
yeah, for
That'd
sure.
be awesome. That'd be awesome. Well, it's your girl Raya X, and I had Kami on the show, and we were talking about the best anime, baby. And I'm out of here.